Hello and welcome to the new edition of Magic of Boot, the football podcast. We're here to talk about football, soccer in North America. There are a lot of international competition or tournament going on, and we are almost on the final phase of those tournaments. So we're going to talk about Copa America 2021 that is going to be end very soon in this week or coming weekend. I have with me Shudip Teroy as usual. Thank you
Hello,
for joining.
welcome.
Did you have any chance of watching the Copa America after we talked? I think we talked a little bit, previewed a little bit about the quarterfinals.
Yeah, we talked before quarterfinal,
Yes,
and I actually had the chance to watch the both semifinals and probably two of these quarterfinals
right,
live. Yeah,
right. It's There will be a third place game that is left, and obviously the big finale that is left as well. But before we jump in, is it probably going to be wise if we just review what happened during the quarterfinals just briefly and then move ahead?
yeah, it would be a good idea, I guess.
Yeah, there were some really fun game that had happened. For quarterfinals, the first quarterfinal was a lot of fun between Peru and Paraguay. It was a 3-3 draw. Two red cards, one each for Paraguay and Peru. And then it was decided on the penalties, and Peru winning 4-3 and moving into semifinal. And then the next one was Brazil versus Chile. Brazil winning 1-0, goal from Lucas Paqueta. There was a controversy, or it's not a controversy. It's the one of the highlighting point was sending off of Gabriel Jesus, um, and we'll come back to that tackle and the red card. So Gabriel Jesus got the red card after Brazil scored immediately after second half, and then Brazil winning in and holding on against Chile. Uh, The third quarterfinal was between Uruguay and Colombia, which ended in 0-0, and Colombia winning it in penalties 4-2. And the last quarterfinal was between Argentina and Ecuador, and Argentina winning it 3-0 with one man getting sent off for Ecuador at the very dying moments of the game. On the score sheet, Rodrigo De Paul, Lautaro Martinez, and Lionel Messi himself. And then, yeah, what a bunch of great games, to be honest. Any particular events you want to talk about from Peru and Paraguay?
Well, I didn't have chance to watch the full match.
Okay.
Um, I was coming from work at the time, and yeah, I was checking up the score and the events, and it was it was breathtaking. And at one point, it felt like nobody is going, nobody wants to win,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. It
and
was it was a lot of fun. It was end to end stuff. I mean, Peru and Paraguay. When you kind of think in a Paraguay and Peru, well, Peru could be a very lucrative side sometimes, especially under Ricardo Gareca. But what surprised me was Paraguay played really their heart out, and they in most. I mean, after four, I think at the stoppage time in the first half, they had a man sent off, their captain,
yeah.
who scored the first goal. And then it was end to end, and it was a brilliant game. To me, it's probably, if not the best game of this, I think it's best game so far that I've seen in Copa America. And unfortunately, it went into penalties. I thought, at that point, I thought, okay, maybe the extra time could have been nice to give a give a team, a little bit of edge. Just to comment on that, the Peru and Paraguay game was officiated by the Uruguayan referee, who is going to be in the final, and he doesn't have very good reputation in South America. So it's albeit surprising that he's going to be in the helm of officiating in the final. Um, yeah, it was a brilliant game to me. To me, it's probably the most entertaining game, and it was brilliant to see both teams going for. Brazil versus Chile. Um, have you watched that game?
Actually, I did. I kind of hope that um, I actually after first goal, I thought Brazil will like
Go
how
go more
can I say,
attacking.
yeah, go more attacking because they would have more chance. Instead, I saw like they're holding back and they weren't actually going for the ball, and it 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 didn't seem like a normal Brazilian team or probably like Dunga team or something like this. I don't know. Like it
Yeah, I
felt
mean,
like they're playing this negative football from 2007 or
and
something.
it didn't look like they're playing in their home soil at all as
No,
well.
not at all. And also like this pitch is like really bad.
Yeah, the
That's
pitch was
what the
bad.
whole tournament. Yeah, yeah. Also there were some unnecessary, how can I say, um, effort.
Wastage time.
Yeah, and yeah, also like yeah, the match actually it wasn't actually smooth, and
No,
at the very end it was actually like just
very chaotic.
ugly. Yeah,
Yeah,
I couldn't actually bear to watch last like 2 3 minutes.
yeah. I thought about Tite's Brazil. It has a lot of parallel with Dunga's Brazil. I mean, yes, people would say, uh, and people still refer to Brazil as early 2000 Brazil that had, you know, great players such as Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, or even Kaká, and later on Adriano and Roberto Carlos, sort of those attacking players. Those days are gone, and most of the time from then on, there is a. I think it's. I don't know if you can call it as a pragmatism. They can squeeze out a goal and then just wait for to shut it down, everything. And Neymar still has the license to go up. But one good thing about this Brazilian team, what I can see is there is a little bit of partnership going on between Lucas Paqueta and Neymar, and that's
Actually,
yeah,
actually from the Chile game, actually we started uh, like how can I say, observe this partnership, and
exactly.
it's kind of growing. And if they play 1 or 2 more year,
Yeah,
I think it would be a
we'll,
nice
we'll
to watch them
we'll
actually.
definitely come back to that, to this Neymar and Paqueta sort of development. But I'm just rushing a little bit because I don't want to take much time to these
Yeah,
quarterfinals. Uruguay, Colombia, there was almost like Colombian pace looked too much for Uruguayan team. I mean, there's lots of half and puff from the Uruguayan team there, but there was no end result or any kind of tempo they could have settled, or they couldn't really create anything. It's almost like it technically could be the last full, I mean, as a starter, last Copa America for Edinson Cavani and also Luis Suarez. And it's kind of feel sad that they have got eliminated in the quarterfinals. Although it's penalties, but still they didn't do much on the 90 minutes. Do you want to add anything on that?
well, actually I wasn't surprised to see like see them suffering. We actually talked about this before the
Yeah.
tournament. There weren't really anything new to hold against a young team. Like especially the Colombians have like speedy wingers and wing
Yeah,
backs
just
and
to mention that Colombia were actually missing Cuadrado on the quarterfinal.
yeah, exactly. He wasn't there probably because of the cards.
Yeah,
And but still like the Cuadrado even later on the semi-final I think we should have a glimpse about
yeah,
this
we'll talk a
yeah,
little bit on that, but I thought
yeah but
without Cuadrado, I mean, definitely there is a weapon less for Colombia, but still they played really well.
actually for when I think about this game actually it's kind of like how can I say they turned it to something good because they didn't actually depend on any single player to create something or like passing the ball to Cuadrado or
Right.
wasting those balls or they just go for it went for it sorry and it looked fun actually against Uruguay
Yeah,
and
and that's probably the
Colombia
last time also we have seen Muriel being used.
yeah
Yeah. So next game was Argentina versus Ecuador. It on the score sheet it looks 3-0, but it wasn't really easy for Lionel Messi and Argentina team, especially
well
in
there's this unbelievable moment from Lionel Messi when he, well, actually, there were two unbelievable moments. One with when he missed the chance
yeah,
in
very
empty
unlike of
space.
Lionel
Yeah,
Messi. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
impossible. Quite like I couldn't actually believe it for like at least 5 to 10 minutes. But
yeah.
well,
It was a
it's
gift given to him, and he couldn't
yeah,
catch it.
well, we have seen this thing from Messi, like missing easiest chance but scoring the hardest one on. But
Yes.
it's
What
like
it reminds me of, if you can remember, there was a ball from Biglia in 2014 World Cup, and Messi got the chance, almost
yeah,
similar
I
angle.
remember. Yeah, exactly.
This time around, he hit the post, but that time around, I think he missed the post by probably 1 or 2 inch.
Well,
Uh,
me and my friend actually still arguing about this thing, and like
it
my
might be
friend
the
would
angle.
always,
Uh,
yeah, exactly.
it might be the angle.
He's a lefty, so it could like
Yeah,
um
it might be the angle. I couldn't understand. And the other part was really funny. The Ecuadorian goalkeeper is actually born in Rosario, Messi's hometown. He's an Argentinian, and his first professional goal he conceded. He used to be a striker. He converted into goalkeeper later on, and he conceded first goal was scored by Lionel Messi, and the last goal also scored by Lionel Messi. So yeah, that's some sort of trivia for you. He he anyway, Argentina moving forward 3-0.